The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Wants to fire on second down. The short hands, it's Hall. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Robinson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll test the right side. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll toss it. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. So Georgia Southern's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
That's caught. It's Gary. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Immediately fires to the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. keeps it and gets the first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gary. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Calls his own number. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bradshaw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Georgia Southern comes to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Eagles! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bradshaw. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Caught in the backfield, it's Gary. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Gregory. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
1st and goal, Georgia Southern.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, finally this offense is able to show a bit of a pulse. I mean, we haven't seen this all game, but how about that play? Generating an explosive one in the passing game. They're obviously trailing here in the 4th quarter. Maybe that's the play that's going to give them some life and give them a chance to win this game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Georgia State jumps back to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they